Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. In today's video, we're going to show you how to properly set up fast download. So here, I'm just going to use Gary's mod, for example. You guys can use any kind of source game, but this is just what I'm going to use as an example. So I'm going to find a multiplayer game with Legacy browser. My favorites. Here's the server that I have set up. And now, if I use a custom map instead of a regular map on my usual source games, the newer ones, like the ones with the 2's at the end, I usually get this when I get a custom map. Now I know this comes with the game, I just moved it for reference. I just get a missing map files, and you're probably going to say that I have this off. Well, I have it set to allow map files, but no matter what I do, I try to join, and I'm missing the maps. This will solve your problem on that. So what you're going to do, you're going to want to find that map. So I'm going to go find it real fast. It's in my disabled folder right now. I'm going to grab these two files. I'm going to grab them and drag them to my Gary's mod stuff. So now once they're in here, I'm going to drag them into the drag and drop file to bz2.bat. That file link will be in the description below. And you're just going to wait for that to be done. And you'll end up with two new files. They'll have the same name, except there'll be a .bz2 at the end of them. Now basically these files are like almost like a zip format. And it also helps to increase the speed of your download for your servers. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my server, and I'm just going to get out of this account. And what I have to do is type in sudo apt-get install Apache 2. Sorry for my loud keyboard, by the way. Just let this download. And basically what this does is it sets up a HTTP web server that hosts files on it. Now, there are a bunch of configurations that comes with this, but I'm not going to talk about that in this episode. So, now once this is installed, type in cd/var/www/html, and if you type L or ls, it'll show you the folder contents. You got index.html. Now what that's about is when you usually go over to your website, let's just type in ifconfig. I see that's my IP address right there. So if I grab this in a new private window, and if I type in that inet after inet right there, 192.168.161.137, and if you installed Apache 2, you should get this web page. And that means that it works. Now you're gonna want to make a new folder real fast. So mkdir, and I'm just gonna call it FastDL, and don't forget to put sudo behind it. If I type L again, you'll see that folder's been created. CD into that. Stupid case sensitive. Now if you go back into your Gary's mod folder, you'll see, if you go to the first directory, the first one that says Gary's mod, you'll see a folder with a similar name on it, and this is the folder name that you're going to want to create next. So let's just say Team Fortress 2, for example. It would be TF in that case. Let's go back to Gary's mod. So since I'm using Gary's mod, it's going to be Gary's mod, since it's the same name. So Victor Gary's mod. don't forget to put sudo and cd into Gary's mod. Go into maps, since this is the place that we're gonna want to put our custom maps in, so we're gonna make that directory maps. Put sudo in front of it. Cd maps. And this is normally where your maps would regularly be. Now, I'm not going to exactly show you how to put files on your server from Windows, but the way I do it is, it's probably not the proper way, but I just go to my Dropbox, and once it's done, I'll copy the Dropbox link, and then I'll just type wget space, and then I'll just paste it in. And if it says cannot write to, sorry, I keep forgetting to put in sudo. But in these folders, you have to put sudo basically in front of everything. So there, it's gonna pop up with the wrong name at first. It'll have a question mark deal. So the way to fix that is to type in mv and then the name of it. And then rename that to the file you want. And don't forget to put sudo in front of it. And there you'll have your little GM construct BSP BZ2. That's what you should have. Or at least that's just the name of your map, basically. So I'm going to copy the Dropbox link for the nav file as well, just in case. Sudo wget, paste it in, and just do basically the same thing. Now, see we should have it set up now. So if we go back to our web browser, type in the folder that we did before, so gm FDL. And don't forget, it's case sensitive. Now you should have something that says index of and then your folder name. Now if we go into Gary's mod, maps, you'll see we have these two. And I could have sworn I renamed that. I forgot to sudo it. I'm an idiot. Okay. You should have these two files now, and you should also be able to download it by just clicking on it. So let me just say as an example. And they should be the exact same. Now, what you want to do is you want to copy, go back a folder, and you want to copy the IP address in your web browser, but make sure it's port forwarded when you do this. In that case, you're going to want to grab your actual IP address instead of the one that you get from ifconfig. And I'm not going to go over how to port forward right now. So you're going to Control-C from your Gary's mod folder. And now this is where things get a little annoying, but no worries. So I'm just going to go into my Gary's mod folder, or my Gmod server. And now once I'm in here, I want to go into my server files, go into Gary's mod, go into CFG, and look for your config file or whatever you use to load up your game with the configurations. I'm going to type nano. You could use Vim as well. That's just not what I use. Either one works. So let's just take a look. These are all the default stuff, but at the bottom I'm going to put in / is just a comment. Download, or fast download. Then You don't need to put that there, by the way. That's optional. So now what you're gonna do is sv download URL, and then just paste it in. So now it might have to be in quotations. I'm not sure. I probably don't have to do it since there are no spaces in here, but just in case, I'm gonna do it anyways. And also, above it, you're gonna want to put an sv allowed downloads 1. Okay, my mistake. That's sv allowed download, not downloads 1. You're also gonna want to put sv allow upload 1, and that should be it. So now I'm gonna exit out of this, press Y to save it, enter to do that again. Back to the original folder, and now we start. Now, go back to your legacy browser, whatever you use, and join back. As you can see on the bottom right, download maps GM construct. You can see it was a pretty fast download. Let's go send client info, and I'm in. It's pretty surprising how well it works too, because this is not the original file, because I have that disabled, yet it looks almost the exact same as it would with the original file. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, maybe even consider subscribing. Anyways, see you later.